Welcome to Aim Small, Big Miss, my version of winners and losers, but more on that later. First, who am I and why should you even care what I have to say? My name is Fran Rachopi. I spent 13 years in the Army as both a Special Forces Green Beret and an infantry officer. I deployed 3 times to Iraq and spent almost 2 years in and out of the continent of Africa, my favorite continent on earth. In Iraq, I pursued a devoted enemy. In Africa, I had the opportunity to design and develop special operations capabilities across East, West, and Central Africa, combating Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, ISIS, Boko Haram, and the Lord's Resistance Army. For all these efforts, I got to serve as the advisor and the aide to the 2-star commanding general of all special operations in Africa. In January of 2016, I got out of the Army and I moved to the epicenter of freedom and capitalism, New York City. I joined the dark side of the finance world and I began to tackle this crazy thing called civilian life. What have I learned in civilian life? Well, 2 things. First, that most people are these talking heads who pontificate their theories based on some academic research or academic knowledge without any real-world ground experience. And second, getting out of the Army is a long and challenging process that really sucks.
These are the Americans who will be paying closest attention tonight. Military veterans who know how critical the decisions of a commander-in-chief can be.
I want to hear about veterans' healthcare reform.
Is it working?
It's currently not working for me. So in this new life, I've decided to use the experiences that I was fortunate enough to have in the Army as a basis and a foundation for my thoughts and opinions. Combine that real-world military experience with my new civilian talking head life, and you get this show, Aim Small, Big Miss. If you are a badass, does that thought alone guarantee that you'll be successful in anything that you do?
Green Beret Fran Rachopi speaking for all who have served.
Why do the decisions of the commander-in-chief matter?
The consequences are life and death many times for those that are out there executing on the orders. So why aim small, big miss? In the world of shooting, if you aim at a small point on a target, then you'll miss by a small degree. If you aim at the paper, then you'll miss the paper completely. The goal here is to bring you the hot topic, big ticket items of the week in the worlds of veterans affairs, national security, politics, and economics. Each week we'll cover a different topic. Sometimes that topic will aim small and the direction will be spot on. Other times it'll be a big miss, and in the worlds of President Donald Trump, a huge disaster.
I'm joined now by Army Captain Francis Rachopi, an Iraq War veteran, also a Green Beret with the Army Special.
I did 12 years in the Army. I spent some time as an infantry officer, and then I served as a Special Forces officer and a Green Beret. And when I got out in January, I was excited to take the opportunity to leverage one of the best benefits that the VA has, and that's free healthcare through the VA system for Iraq and Afghanistan veterans. But what I found over the course of the last 8 months was that the VA still lacks the effective processes and procedures, and also the a modernization of medical procedures to handle veterans like myself from a new generation. From my career in the military, that showed me and that taught me that success is a direct result of the discipline that you have to prepare for anything that you set out to do. This is an exciting time, not only in our country, but around the world. I hope you'll join me as we take on the tough issues and find solutions based on real-world, on-the-ground experience. In the meantime, check me out on the web, francisrachopi.com, or on Twitter and Facebook, @FrancisRachopi. See you next time.